Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exam Center. I hope that you are doing well. So today our topic of discussion is very interesting. Why? Because we are talking about something which is very close to the youth and close to the early adults. So we are talking about skilling. But skilling is not sufficient at this point of time in the modern economy or modern way of living. So that's why we have to go for what? Reskilling, then we have to go for what? Upskilling. So we'll also talk about the definition of all of these three and why we have to go for skilling the workforce. We'll talk about the advantages, etc., so and so forth in this particular answer. Okay. So before going into the discussion, please spare 1 or 2 minutes on the advertisement that I am going to show you. And those who are watching me very regularly, you can just skip this particular advertisement part and come back again for the lecture. Okay, so as you all know that mentorship program is being run for Telangana Group 1, APPSC Group 1, TGPSC Group 2 and APPSC Group 2 also. One-stop solution, especially for the Telangana people, economy paper, formation paper. On these papers, my expertise are there. In Indian subjects, economy and Telangana subjects, formation is my forte. Along with that, if you are a part of this particular live classes, recorded classes, mentorship program, then you will be getting Telangana current affairs, Telangana budget, Telangana economic survey, Indian current affairs, Indian budget, Indian economic survey. All of these data you will be getting what? Free with these courses, with two. So why? Because these two papers are very important for group 2 and group 1, because it is like for group 2 it is 50% of the marks, for group 1 it is almost like 35% of the marks. So very handy subjects and high scoring subjects. That's why we have to concentrate on them very beautifully. Then this is a very fast selling course of mine where I will be giving you 1 year of subscription with regard to all the Telangana current affairs. Every month I will update the current affairs, so you'll get more number of content and the PDFs. And in that current affairs only, I will be discussing about the economic survey, discussing about the budget or any of the policies. All will be included. It is an integrated course. Okay, so you can, and more so ever, if you have any doubts, you can just call to the number given here or written here. Okay, you just call to the number, one of my executive connect to me, we'll have a demo session, we will strategize what are you doing, we'll try to assess that how long you have to study, how many hours you have to study, what is your distractions. We'll try to figure out each and everything. No need to worry about it. Don't feel confident or underconfident. Please be confident. Please don't be disheartened. Please be very heartfully welcoming everyone. So make sure that you are here to focus on your preparation rather than focusing on any other things that comes to in your way. So make sure that you do it. And majorly, as I've already told you many times, that every aspirant have to make a schedule. In that schedule, you don't have to make a very elaborate complex schedule for yourself. Just make a simple schedule. Later on you go ahead with the complex schedule. So first of all, you should have in your mind that how many hours you are going to stick per day. So if your ability is 8 hours or 10 hours, please try to complete every day for 6 days. Okay, or if you can do up to 12 hours, that is very fine. I recommend 12 hours of study because that is how I'm basically a student of like old school where Chaitanya Narayana like complete by heart in Magapin kind of student. So I will generally go for 12 hours. Okay, the more you study, the concept will also get very clear over a period of time. Okay, basically in group 2 you have to mug up, in group 1 you have to understand things and you have to write, and that's all about it. Let us start our discussion. Okay, chaliye. Skilled human resource is gifted factor for an area to develop. Okay, this is the question. Explain how skilling, reskilling, and upskilling can lead to rapid economic growth and development of Telangana state. Basically, here, so they are talking about skilled human resource will lead to a area to be developed. Okay, so apart from that, if skilling is there anyhow, it is leading to economic growth. But when you're doing reskilling and upskilling, it should do what? Rapid economic growth. So basically, you have to answer these two things like skilling, economic growth, rapid skilling, then rapid economic growth. You have to correlate these two. Okay, then you can do the conclusion of it. So majorly till now we have understood how to answer this question. Okay, now important point here is when you're talking about skill. Okay, let us first understand the definition of it. Skill is nothing but ability ability of an individual ability of an individual to complete a given task, to complete a given task. That's all. Suppose if I give you a profit, if I give you the revenue expenditure account of a particular company X and ask you to find out whether it is in profit and loss. So would you do the how much money has gone and how much money has come to the company? You will say that whether it is profit or loss, right or wrong? Yes. So this is the task that you have completed. Second one is if I give you a task to paint a particular picture, you did it. Suppose if I give you a task to fly the plane from this area to this area, you will do it. So basically, skill is something where an individual is able to complete a task. Okay, skill is also managerial. Managerial is nothing but how actually you will manage your staff to bring out a particular objective or goal or a vision of the company. Okay, so managerial skills are also there. Some are tangible skills, some are intangible skills. Nothing but if you talk about like making a car or assembling a car, it is a tangible skill, means you do with your hand and you can see. But if you talk about advocate or doctor, these are what intangible skills. You cannot see, but you can still get the what answers for your problem, right or wrong? You get the solutions, you get the treatment for your problems, right or wrong? Yes. So basic idea I have given with regard to the skill. Skill is nothing but ability of an individual to complete a task. Clear? Okay. Now I have given you example of people may have the tangible skills where when you develop a product, it is easy to see how you are doing it. People may also have what intangible skills where you cannot see, but still you get the service of it. Your job will be done. Clear? The most important point here is who should be skilled. Who should be skilled? Okay. And we are not talking about here education. We are not talking about here education. Basically, skill is imparted through education, through training, or through experience. Then the skill is imparted. Means you can get a ability to complete a task by any of this or any certifications, you can say, that is also fine. But you should have any of these to perform a particular or to acquire a particular skill. This point you have to remember. Suppose you got educated and you know how the plant functions. That's how you can able to do agriculture. That's how you know that how the nutrient absorption will take place. And if you are a mechanical engineer, you know that how the automobile functions, how the engine functions, etc., so on and so forth. So through education you will get accountancy also, CA also, and okay, you will become here. Through training, suppose you are like, let's suppose a Mr. X is a mechanic and he hires a person who is a non-mechanic, but he comes to Y, comes to X and says that, sir, I want to learn from you. So you trained him. Okay, that is also called skill imparting, and this skill is imparted through training, not by through education. Some skills are what experience based. Experience is nothing but you are a coach, cricket coach. So it is the experience that you put in, okay, to train your what the students, right or wrong? Yes, this skill is imparted through experience, right? You are a cricketer, you are a tennis player, so you use your experience in order to make what best out of one individual, right? So we understood now the definition of a skill, and we understood that there are tangible skills and intangible skills. We also understood that skill is being imparted, okay, through any of the following. We have understood it. Now the question here is who should be skilled? Who should be skilled? Just imagine. Okay, do you want to skill a person who is 60 years of age or above 60 years of age? Your answer will be completely no, no, sir. If I tell you that, do you want to impart skills to the childrens? No, because they are not allowed to work. So what is the use of giving them a skill because they cannot work? So basically here you are targeting the population which is 18 years to 59 years. But here the question, the major problem comes here is very simple. So the targeted group of skilling is basically normally is 18 to 59 years, right? So you cannot do skilling before that because that will not add to the labor force, and after that also it is not at all required. They will not be physically fit even in that age to go for what work for number of hours that we need to actually spend. 18 to 59 years is our window of skilling. Just imagine that if you are able to, like 35 years age group is there, about 35 years. Now if a 35 years person is given, okay, DTP skilling or a telecaller skilling, so his salary will be what of 10,000 like that. Just imagine a 35-year-old will do all the skilling, okay, will learn how to do the telecalling, he learned how to do the accountancy or whatever it is he did, and start working at 10,000 as a fresher. Does he really do this? No. Okay, 35 years of age, basically the people have a very married settled life. This money is not at all suitable to them. That's the reason this age is also not so focused age of the government with regard to skilling. That is the reason basically skill is given below 28 years. 18 to 28 years they are concentrating in order to give the skill, because 28 also years also, if you start by 35 years you will have a salary of 60,000. So you now understood why the government generally go for youth skilling majorly. Youth skilling I am saying, okay, which is in the age group of 18 to 24. Little bit of adult also they will cover, less than 28. Some are reskilling programs are there, they can go up to what 35 years of age, because of the dynamics of the industry. Maybe AI may be replacing, or ML may be replacing, or graphics may be replacing, or animation may be replacing, or complete sustainable activities may be replacing. So a new technology might have come, so your skills are obsolete on it. So at the time you need to go for what reskilling. So for that reskilling, this age is good, 35 to 45 years you can go for reskilling and upskilling. After that also people will have a very settled and normal life. Whatever they are doing, they want to do that only. But you just understand the learning hunger will not be there after 45 years, even if it is for reskilling and upskilling. And skilling is like now the hunger is more with regard to 18 to 20 years, 28 years. They want to learn because they wanted to be as they are very aspirational. They are very, they want to become something in the life. They are inspired by the movies, they are inspired by the having a status in the society, they are inspired by the power that they may get to crack a particular examination like UPSC, IAS, etc., so and so forth.